got more people to depend on you if more people are able to. You see what I'm saying?
But then when you got more people to depend on you, you got control of more motherfuckers.
But then you also have a less of a chance to fight against motherfuckers, though. You see what I'm saying? If you got a bunch of motherfuckers that can't take care of themselves, then you have to be there for them when they need it.
Well, yeah, true.
That's where welfare and shit comes in. I mean, not necessarily, but like, it kind of is though. Okay, so if I keep coming to you, right? Like I'm hungry, I can go to this nigga David house. Like, bro, I know this nigga got something to eat. You feel me? Like, boom, so I'm good. Every day I go to this nigga David house, I'm gonna eat. It's nothing. This nigga David like, nah, bro, I ain't got nothing to eat. So now I gotta be like, fuck, you feel me? I gotta go find something to eat. Not somebody about to give me something to eat. Nigga, I gotta go out here and find it. Like, now that's how I feel about, like, you feel me? This like section, not necessarily Section 8, because like I said, I grew up off that shit. I understand my mom older now. You feel me? Like, but it's just like, it kind of does breed a little bit of complacency. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
Why would I go start my own business and take that full-on risk of...
Exactly.
I was just about to say, I think that's where my man is coming from when he's talking about control.
You feel me? Like, I ain't never seen nobody, like, bro, unless you just blew up overnight and became a celebrity or some shit, bro, I ain't never seen nobody just jump off.
But how you was talking about like black folks having a Republic mindset, but they voting Democrat and shit, you feel me?
That's because the Democrats look good.
But yet and still, the Democratic Party was the party that enacted all this welfare shit that we got, bro.
I mean, Democratic was the ones that
but I say
they
make shit. They make shit look good. Section 8 ain't nothing good about Section 8.
Nah, you can, but they really don't even want you to have a man
you
in
can't
there.
Have your dad can't live with you if you're a kid. You feel me? You can't have both parents and everything. They really don't even give it to the dudes.
Exactly.
Like that. You see what I'm saying? So like, come on.
But it's not.
That should been breaking families since, nigga. Or supporting broken families since, bruh. Not even giving them the ability to fucking get fixed.
I ain't talking to none of y'all niggas about none of this shit. You feel me? But motherfuckers still kind of got that same mindset, and it's like...
That's why, bro, I told myself, bro, I ain't ever getting on that shit, bro. Like, I just can't, because once you get on, bro, it's like, you on, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's like,
why won't you? Exactly.
And then when they see that you start trying to get off, they taking that shit from you. Like, nigga, like, it's over.
Oh, you trying to do it on your own?
And then if you've been silent stacking, don't let you have been silent stacking.
Exactly. They gonna be hot.
Then you owe them.
You owe them because you had money and you ain't say nothing.
I'm straight.
Like, but I'm trying to get my shit together though.
You want to get your shit together, do it on your own time.
Nigga, you better tell us first. Nigga, what you thought you was gonna just move up out of here? I mean, shit, you know where the word ghetto comes from. You feel me? Exactly, like where they put the fucking Jews at.
That's why I think, bro, that shit is crazy, bro. I heard some shit, like I was at this party in my neighborhood. Y'all know I live in a affluent. I'm not even gonna say affluent because that makes it sound like black people can't be affluent. I live in a white neighborhood. I was trying to avoid saying it.
You feel me? But you can't sugarcoat it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Majority.
You know what I don't like?
Hold on.
White neighborhood. You live in the suburbs.
No, you can't say that either though. You feel me?
That also implies that black folks can't live in the suburbs.
You black, right? And you live in that neighborhood, right?
Yeah, but he's saying that.
But see, it's always gonna look like that though, bruh. Because the moment you can say I live in a white neighborhood your whole life, bruh. But that's just what it is. Like you said, we got the ghetto, they got the suburbs, right? So every time you go over there, it's gonna be a white neighborhood.
That's why I think it's crazy, bro. Because I was at this party in my white neighborhood. Literally, I'm the only ethnic person there, right? And it's a bunch of white people doing just regular shit. I'm not gonna say white people shit, regular shit. Some family member. It was a dude, his wife, and his sister, right? And they got into a fight. And these other white folks was talking about, see, woo, we can't have this ghetto shit here. Now, me personally, I love the ghetto. The ghetto has taught me some valuable lessons that I wouldn't learn anywhere else. So to hear these people who are white referring to the activities going on amongst white folks in this predominantly white area as ghetto, number one, struck me in a weird way because it's like, ain't no niggas here, you calling this shit ghetto, but it obviously ain't ghetto if y'all going through the same shit, you feel me? And we ain't in the ghetto, you feel me? That's number one. Number two, why is it ghetto? And we all know when they say ghetto, they referring, oh, there's some nigga shit going on. This is fucking straight niggerdom going on. You feel me? But while they're implying that it's a whole bunch of niggerish activity going on.
Is that, or ghetto, is it just ghetto?
Let me finish my statement, bro.
Go ahead.
Please. whole time they're implying that there's some niggerish shit going on. You feel me? The word ghetto don't even come from black communities.
That's what I'm saying. So is it that, or is it just ghetto? You feel me? Like now, they started applying the term to us heavy. You feel me? They started applying it to us heavy, but they applied it to us. You see what I'm saying? So,
but check this out though, because when the ghetto was originally called, like the phrase was invented and it was bestowed upon Jewish people and the Jewish communities, these forced communities that were dubbed ghettos. The type of shit that go on in our ghettos wasn't happening in these Jewish ghettos, bro. Because they were still treating these ghettos as their, you feel me? This is our community. We not fighting amongst each other. We ain't selling hella crack and cocaine, like doing all this weird shit. You feel me? Granted, crack wasn't around in these days. You feel me? But my point being, they were still treating this forced community as a family community. You feel me? Like we got community ties. They wasn't all fighting amongst each other. Like, when you talk about the ghetto here, though I do say I love the ghetto, we gotta be realistic and just, you feel me, point out the facts. The ghetto has like crabs in a barrel mentality. That's why we know about licks and shit. We always trying to get over on the next motherfucker here instead of us coming together and building this shit up.
I ain't gonna lie, everybody be trying to get over on the next motherfucker.
That's true, but check this out, bro. When you see like these like plazas and shit that's owned by like these Chinese people and these Korean people, they playing it as a community. One person comes over, they come over with the collective amount of money from their community. But the one person will come over and buy this, and then buy the house, and then have some more motherfuckers come move into the house. Now we all paying on this house, we all accumulating our own income, and we all have this joint venture. You feel me? Buy up the next venture, then buy the next house, then move some more in. You feel me? That's how they start owning these whole fucking plazas. But they all just, you feel me? It's still, they're bringing their community over, but they're building with their community. Do you get what I'm saying?
And you referring to like Chinatowns and shit?
I'm referring to like down the street plazas. Like, you feel me? You can find them. Like Cho's. That's all owned by, you feel me, the Asian dude and the Middle Eastern cat.
Okay.
And then you move on to the next place somewhere in Oakland. It's a whole plaza. You might have people who are like black companies there, but the shit is owned by these people who are gone, came over here, bought a little bit of property and did their thing and started building up with their community, and the whole time they're bringing their community over with them. It might be little by little, but they're still bringing their community in. Black folks don't do that. That's why we like to say it's lonely at the top, because you ain't pulling nobody else up with you.
I wouldn't necessarily say you don't bring people up with you, but it ties back into that crabs in a barrel shit, bro. Like, sometimes niggas don't want to see you hit the top. Sometimes people see, you feel me, they see you going to the top and they feel like they're going to be left out, so they prevent you from getting to the top, you feel me? Or they sever the tie by doing some snake ass shit, you feel me? So
I mean, like, you speaking from the opposite perspective, but we both saying the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I said it tied in.
Roots?
So it
goes back to that Willie Lynch letter.
It goes back to the Willie Lynch letter.
They go like a lot of slaves had to snitch on other slaves.
But we're programmed to fucking hate each other.
Exactly. Manumissions or something. It's like you get paid, like blacks would get paid to snitch on other slaves. You feel me? Just if they was doing anything. You feel me? Like, and if you snitch on enough people, you would possibly get your freedom. You know what I mean? Like. And like that's where that shit really comes into. Yeah, possible. You feel like you gotta really be a snitch.
Possible.
That way have to tell some crazy shit.
Possible.
It's possible.
Improbable.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? Like
more slow. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Oh, you tried though. Get back out there.
Niggas will give you a beer for real.
You
like true story. You do something right for master. You get a beer and a soft cot that night.
Niggas enjoy the fuck out that beer. Yeah.
That's what's crazy. Like, imagine being like you born into it, and you just don't even know. That's what's like, because so
that's how it is today. Shit.
Let me see. I come from like an old roots. You feel me? Like my grandfather was born in 1903. You feel me?
Shit.
So his father was born. So I'm guessing like his grandfather probably was a slave. You feel me? like. So I went down. That's what I went to Louisiana. Exactly. Like, you see what I'm saying? So I went to Louisiana. The town is Lake Charles.
That's where my grandma from.
Okay, so there's supposedly like one of the main There's a Bilbo Street. You feel me? My last name is Bilbo.
Charles is fucked right now.
Yeah, it was actually, he was going through some shit then too though, but one of the main, like, slave masters, you feel me, like, was
that's
like...
gas. Is that gas y'all smoking on?
Yeah, man.
But was one of the main slave owners of, and was one of the ones that started that town, you feel me, like, so it's like, I'm only maybe 6 generations, I guess, out of slavery.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's kind of crazy to think about that. You feel me? Like, cause we got a whole Bilbo cemetery. You feel me? Like, and there's just
got a whole family crib.
Bro, like, so there's
some rich people shit.
There's one little
that's some Montague. You feel me?
This the white folks though. You feel me? It's the white folks cemetery. But supposedly there was like this one little hoopty ass like little rock over in the corner. You feel me? And that was supposed to be like one of my great grandfathers or something. You feel me? Like, he was like
well respected.
Exactly.
But you can't treat him like the white folks.
But what had me thinking is like
Django. Yeah, he was out there hitting shit.
Was he? Or was he respected by the white folks?
Mm-hmm. For sure by the white folks.
He had to be respected by the white folks to get in with the white folks. So what was he doing to, you see what I'm saying? Like, it just made me hella conflicted. You feel me?
You think he was a rat?
Fuck,
it could have been.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you never know. You never know.
By the time you might have been a rat, nigga, in that time, like 1400s, nigga.
Yeah,
fuck this shit. I need a wood. Master like this.
Hell yeah,
you came out too fast.
No, nigga, I was on that wood. Nigga, I was on that wood. Master got the wood, like, you feel me? Fuck the lemonade. I got this wood.
That nigga was.
You see that nigga David out there earlier? Yes or no? What's it?
My nigga selling a squad out for a high, nigga. You a doofy?
But these niggas are selling out for beers.
Doofy.
That's what I'm saying.
For like beds too, like just a nice pot later on. You feel me?
You feel me? But I'm saying
a cut of steak. You feel me?
You ain't never smoked.
If you ain't never smoked,
and that shit smell like
looking forward to it.
It smell cool. You like?
Maybe a fresh apple pie, nigga. I'm not no weed,
like,
nigga.
You ain't gonna be no weed.
You ain't had fresh apple pie.
Like, it wasn't
no loud anyway, nigga. You feel me?
Exactly. They wasn't smoking on this. They wasn't smoking on this.
You would have this been magic, nigga. You would have been
like, what the fuck is that?
That nigga smell straight tree bark.
You have been Pablo, nigga.
That shit stink.
How many of these niggas I gotta snitch on for a soda pop, man?
Soda pop,
straight
nigga. Okay, you seen what's that movie with Eddie Murphy where he got to jail life? And you remember the nigga that was with Master? And he was with you.
It's always one. It's always one. That's the Samuel L. Jackson and Django. It's always gonna be that one, bro. It's always gonna be that. That's where
you did,
yeah. Bro, I just watched that Django.
I just watched the Django. I had to write a report about it.
I ain't even gonna front.
Yeah, bro. The scene when he's talking about D'Artagnan, when he's signing the paperwork for old girl, and he was like, I wonder what Anthony Dumas would think of this. He's like, oh, some fucking soft Frenchie with a soft heart. Ooh. He's like, bro, Dumas is black. That's where a lot of shit gets twisted, bro. Because a lot of this shit that we got, like the motherfucker, the Ford.
Yeah.
The first major car manufacturing. Them blueprints was a black man's doing, but he was not allowed to take credit for it.
Yeah.
That's why Ford is named Ford.
Exactly.
You feel me? We got a lot of shit that we do that we couldn't have gotten credit for. That's why when motherfuckers talk about like white privilege and shit, I don't think white privilege is necessarily privilege the way we look at it. However, I do believe and I do see the long-lasting effects of us not having the opportunity and advantage that we could have had years ago. Because like even in this Ford conversation, the nigga who had invented, who had drew out the blueprints and everything for this car, his family would have been eating right now. Do you think they were? Do you think they are?
No.
Who was it that made? Wasn't a black person that made cameras or like was it Harriet Tubman or who was?
Jim Beam. I know.
Wasn't
Jim
it black?
Beam.
No, that's a spy. She was a spy.
You might be talking about.
No, it was a black person. She was not a spy.
For the black people.
Yeah.
I know that. But not really like a spy.
CIA type.
Really
no, not CIA
spy.
I said she a spy.
That's what I learned in high school.
She's not a spy.
You feel me? We had a poster.
Hey,
we didn't even learn about it.
Underground
There was really a
Railroad.
poster up, and I seen her eyes. And this shit was fine.
I forgot what we was talking
It
about.
was something that this lady made, you feel me, as a slave nigga, and they took full credit. Now that shit's something big.
I mean, like supposedly.
Damn, what is that, bro?
So who was doing? Alright, so if we was doing all the labor, we built everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if we built everything, we got the knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Like, so who was the real master masons? Who was the real master? Well, I guess we're not really electricians.
I'm not at liberty to talk on the Masons.
I ain't gonna speak on it. If you remember just saying, like, I mean, in the rock lane sense. You see what I'm saying?